Today, we're going to discuss the La-Z-Boy Recliner and how it's different than the competition. Specifically, 7 features and benefits that you will only find on the La-Z-Boy Rocket Recliner. First being total lumbar support. You have support from your head to your toes in a La-Z-Boy Recliner. Number 2, the fact that the back and the footrest are independent from each other. Number 3, La-Z-Boy has a 3-position footrest. Number 4, 16-position ratchet that allows you to change your angles. Number 5, the fact that La-Z-Boy's mechanism on the footrest is locking. Number 6, the unibody frame. And number 7, the contour cut foam. So, starting off, La-Z-Boy is the only recliner in the industry that is going to give you back support. The way La-Z-Boy is different is the way it reclines. Any other recliner in the industry reclines, if this is the back, this is the seat, kind of like this. And if you notice, there's a big hole right here behind the seat whenever that back breaks away. Now the La-Z-Boy is different in the way that it's manufactured. The back and the seat are hinged together, and so it reclines kind of like this, leaving you good support in your lumbar. And you can see it whenever I demonstrate it right here in this La-Z-Boy Grayson Rocket Recliner. You do not have a hole right here, which means that you're going to have back support while you're reclining. And now a recliner can feel good when you initially sit in it, but about 15 minutes later, your body's going to tell you what is missing. And in any other recliner out there, it's the lumbar support. And if you're like 80% of Americans, you have lower back pain. La-Z-Boy is a product that you can sit in, that you can enjoy for hours and not have those pains. The second feature and benefit I would like to discuss is the fact that the back can recline while the footrest is down, or the footrest can come up while the back is up. They're completely independent of each other. And you might be thinking, why is that important? Well, when you sit in any other recliner, you have to put the footrest out for the back to go back. And they kind of work together. On the La-Z-Boy Rocket Recliner, I can recline the back while I'm rocking, while my feet are down. Or I can put my footrest up while my back is up. This allows me to sit up while I'm talking to others, sit up while I'm watching TV, or like whenever my son was born and at 3 a.m., he was awake and crying and did not want to go to sleep. It allowed me the ability to take him and sit and recline back and have him where all the body and the head was supported. I was able to be comfortable. He was able to go back to sleep, and I was still tired, but I was more comfortable for it. Feature number 3. La-Z-Boy has a 3-position locking footrest. And so with a La-Z-Boy recliner, you have a footrest that locks in position number 1, position number 2, and position number 3. Most of the time I use position number 2, but as you'll see here, this gives me just a slight angle. And if I choose, I'm going to come out a little bit further. It gives me a little bit more angle, kind of mimicking a dentist chair. Everybody knows that going to the dentist is not comfortable. They had to have done some kind of research to know that this is a comfortable position. That's what I call this, the dentist chair position. And this is, in my opinion, the most comfortable position the La-Z-Boy has. The thing about La-Z-Boy is you get to make that decision. What this does, however, with your knees being slightly bent, is it relieves pressure on your back, because when your legs are straight out, you may or may not know this, your lower back is tensed up. And so right here, I'm able to be very comfortable. And so that is our third feature and benefit, the 3-position locking footrest. Number 4, the ratchets. So in a La-Z-Boy, not only do I have that 3-position locking footrest, but I have a 16-position ratchet system that allows me to change my angle. And you probably saw what I just did there. I just kind of gave it a little push and changed exactly how the chair was sitting. Again, I choose my comfort level. This is the only chair out there that has these features and benefits, allowing you to pick and choose exactly how you want to sit. What the competition has is a footrest that comes out and a back that goes back. That's it. Think about the differences I just went over. 3-position locking footrest, 16-position ratchet, which brings me right to my next feature, and that is the locking footrest, the fact that it locks. Whenever my 52-pound dog decides sporadically, without me expecting it, that he wants to come sit in my lap, or my son decides that he wants to sit with daddy while we're watching Transformers, I'm not worried about that footrest plopping down and hurting them or getting me out of my comfortable position, because La-Z-Boy has a locking mechanism. And if you see, this whole chair comes forward. It does not release down. And if you're sitting in a recliner at home that's not La-Z-Boy, what you are likely experiencing if you've had it for more than a few months is a footrest that just kind of plops down. That's because our competition has a spring-loaded mechanism. And over time, that spring just becomes sprung. It's natural for that to happen. La-Z-Boy, on the other hand, has a patented mechanism that includes a locking feature. And so you don't have to worry about the footrest flopping down on a La-Z-Boy recliner. The next feature I'd like to talk about is the construction, specifically the 4-sided frame. We are the only company that offers a 4-sided frame. And so that means you have left arm, right arm, back, and front, all with framing. The competition has framing on the side and back. And so what La-Z-Boy added is framing right behind the footrest. And you know yours doesn't have this because you look across as the recliners recline back and you just see all the mechanism behind that footrest. You don't see that with La-Z-Boy. You have a framing that goes in front of that, and it offers 4 sides of support. What you've experienced, more than likely, if you have anything other than a La-Z-Boy, is that whenever somebody gets up, they put the pressure on the arms, and in time that mechanism just starts to bend and it starts to fall apart. We have the strongest frame in the industry, and we know that because we pull apart our frame and test the pounds that it takes to pull it apart. We test our competition, and we know from that La-Z-Boy far exceeds the competition when it comes to frame structure and how long it's going to last. That's why we're able to offer a limited lifetime warranty on the La-Z-Boy framing. Lastly, I'd like to talk about the foam. And foam makes a big difference. And so La-Z-Boy offers a contour cut foam. And what that means is La-Z-Boy is cut from a solid block of foam, contour meaning cut to fit the shape. And so that's what you see right here on the arm. This is a solid block of foam that's cut to match the arm. And why is that important? Well, first thing is solid block. And so what our competition is going to use is a cottony fill. And that cottony fill is going to compress, it's going to move. The solid block does not move at all. And you may be sitting in a recliner at home right now where you feel the framing because that cottony fill has all shifted to the side. Well, the La-Z-Boy is going to stay in place. It's a solid piece of foam. The second part of that was the contour cut. The contour cut means that it was cut to shape, and it will stay in that shape. The example I like to use is hair, and especially for you ladies out there, if you have curly hair and you straighten it, as the day goes on, it starts to get curly again, and vice versa. If you have straight hair and you curl it, well, it just starts straightening out as the day goes on. Well, it's the same thing with foam. If you cut it to match the shape, it stays in place. If we were, however, to try to just make a flat piece of foam curve around, it would want to go back to its original shape. So takes more foam to do it this way, but it's the right way to do it, and it's going to leave you with a product that's going to last longer. I've gone over a lot of features and benefits, a lot of information in this video. If you have questions, you're able to respond to this video, but I would also implore you come see us. We'd like to consult you. We'd like to help you. If you have some more questions, we'd love to interact with you, whether it's from this video or in store, where you actually get to sit in our comfortable furniture. Thank you for listening today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, check out FurnitureAcademy.com. You'll find other videos just like this that are informative and will help you in your buying decision.